Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to be talking about a production error, the partial collar error. What is a partial collar coin? I have a quick presentation. It's another Saturday video, so that means we keep it brief and just give you the information talking about what these coins look like. I've got some photos, what they're worth, and a little bit on the background about how they're made. So let's get right into the presentation. And here we've got the partial collar coin error, and this is interesting because it's mostly seen on the side of coins. Now, to understand how this happens, the collars, kind of the retaining collars, are what makes sure the coin is round when it's getting struck. That's where they go to then be struck. And sometimes it's totally out of place. That will result in either a broad strike or an off-center error, whereas if it's slightly out of place, normally because the lower die is a little bit lower than where it needs to be, you'll get what is known as kind of a railroad tie. Generally the coins are reeded edge, so the reeds are going to be a smaller diameter, whereas the unreeded portion is kind of where it was out of place. It wasn't getting fully struck, and that has a little bit more diameter. And essentially this, it's just like it's not in the right place when it's struck, and then the metal flows are a little bit different, and it's an interesting error. But again, you're really not seeing too much of it on the obverse or the reverse, outside of sometimes you see, for example, in this coin, in the trade dollar, there almost looks like a double rim to it, because again the flows are not proper as the metal flows out after being struck. You also see that in this Morgan dollar, in the kind of northwest, and the values are not super crazy on them. They are notable enough though. Here's a $2 coin turning into a $28 one. And then as you get rarer coins, there's less and less of them with these partial collar errors. So you can, maybe double your money in the sense of going from 50 to 135. You're not going to see going from 2 to 2,000 because it's a partial collar, but you could see a $2,000 increase on a much more valuable to begin with coin because it's a partial collar error. There's a lot fewer trade dollars being struck, so the number of partial collar ones is lower as well. And just to review again, sometimes it's a straight partial collar, other times it's tilted. It just depends on how it ends up being out of place, and then when there's not a reeded edge, then you just kind of have a stepped appearance. So that's the partial collar error. Good luck finding it. It's one of the more doable ones out there. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and get in touch with me on my website, treasuretown.yt.com, Facebook, Treasuretown, Instagram @TreasuretownYT, or Twitter @Treasuretown_YT, and I'll look forward to seeing you on some of my future vids.